garden friends. Welcome to another episode of AJ's Green Thumb. So in today's episode, I'm going to go ahead, in the spirit of Earth Day, do some planting. I plant almost every other day, but today I'm going to go ahead and plant up 5 Roald Dahl shrub roses by David Austin. I think they're beautiful roses. The petals, the color of the blossoms, they have a apricot peach, a golden apricot peach look to them. They're very beautiful. They're very disease resistant. They can take a little bit of shade. This area right here happens to be part sun. So the front of this fence receives a lot of morning sun, and then at the end of the day, it receives partial sun. So I'm gonna go ahead real quick. Let's bring you guys down here. So I just mowed the grass down in front of this fence, and I plan to come out roughly 3 feet. So my bed will be out 3 feet, and the whole length of this fence. And there's a gap where I have this ancient azalea right here. And then it will continue on, the rose hedge will continue on for this stretch of fence. So the stretch of this fence is 12 feet. And the stretch of this fence is 10 feet. So seeing that I have a total of 5 Roald Dahl roses, I'll go ahead and put 2 on this short side and then 3 on the other. So our beds are formed, okay? I say beds because there are 2 sides, and I did not connect both sides. But like I said, it's roughly 3 feet wide. On the other side of this azalea, the same deal going. All right, so I'm about to get some compost, and we're about to plant these roses. All right, so I went and got me a nice bucket full of put-in-like compost, nice and crumbly. Nice and crumbly, good stuff for roses because they're greedy. One thing about these roses, they are heavy feeders. So generally for shrub roses, I like to plant them roughly 2.5 to 3.5 feet apart from center. It's very important that roses have plenty airspace in between them so that diseases don't develop. So with bare root roses, when you set the bare root in the hole, first you want a small mound underneath the crotch so that it can rest on top, okay? And then you want the roots to comfortably splay outwards, okay? So you can tell that's roughly gonna be about a foot and a half. That's a decent sized hole right here. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, the roots are bending just slightly, but that's all right. I think that's perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and put a mound, put some biotone in there with some rich compost, and plant this rose. Now I'm also looking at the habit of the rose right now, so that when the branches grow and the foliage grows in, you want it to, you know, face a certain way. All right, guys, so this is blue-eyed oatgrass. It gets to be about 1.5 to 2.5 feet tall and wide. And the funny thing about these, the flowers close up at night, but they open up in the day. And you can't deny their beautiful grass-like texture, which provides a lot of movement in the garden, especially on windy days. So I think that these will be a great contrast with the Roald Dahl David Austin roses. The peachy, rusty pink of the roses will contrast very nicely with the purple or lilac colored blooms of these oatgrass. All right. All right, guys, so in this bed, which I call my part shade hydrangea garden, I'm gonna go ahead and slap in 3 bare root crocus roses. I have one right now that's planted in the corner over there. It's been there for a little bit over a season. So I'm going to strategically place the other 3. Right now I have stakes where I'd like them to go. So I'll put one right here and the other one right here, dead smack in the middle of these Persian blue catmint. Wow.